guys, so today I'm super excited because I am here to share a period tracker app with you. I shouldn't even really call it just a period tracker app because there are so many different things that you can use it for other than just your cycle, but for me, I use it as a period tracker app. I asked in my last video if you guys had any suggestions for any period tracker apps, and a lot of you guys sent me so many different apps and I was like overwhelmed, but then it kind of worked out that Flow, which you guys also suggested, reached out to me and they wanted to partner up on a video. So today's video is being sponsored by Flow app, and I'm super excited because I actually really like the app. I tried two different apps and this one was actually the one that I preferred the most. I felt like the interface was easier for me to use. I felt like it was personalized a little bit more for me, and I'll explain in a little bit about that. And I want to say thank you to those of you who did suggest it in the last video. I've been using it for the last month, so for all of August, and I'm just really excited about it. So there's a lot of techie things that are cool with this app. Not only, like I said, is the interface really easy to use and it's really nice and sleek, but it also has health insights in the app. So if you're having an issue with, you know, weird discharge or insomnia is something that I've been struggling with for a while now, or maybe mood swings that aren't normal for this time of the month or that time of month, or just anything in general, fatigue, you know, not feeling well, headaches, nausea. What happens is when you put that in and you analyze your day, it pops up with a lot of health insights for you and articles from experts that kind of tell you like, okay, hey, this is normal, this is why that's going on, and this is how to fix it. It's also one of the first apps to use like a type of artificial intelligence to kind of help track your first period and ovulation, which is kind of crazy. I don't know a whole lot about that because I'm not like a super techie person, and it's just a really great because there's a community on there where you can take quizzes and other things and kind of talk to people in the community on the app, you know, just to know that like, okay, hey, I'm normal, I'm not alone, you know, that kind of thing. As you guys know, through my period review videos and just my day in the life videos and just any of my videos on my channel, from, you know, trying to get pregnant to getting pregnant to having babies to being a stay-at-home mom to donating my eggs to now doing period review videos, you guys know that my main goal for my channel was to just bring together a community of people who are understanding and who could relate to each other and kind of help each other out with their problems. And this Flow app is basically that as well. It's very secure as well, so you don't have to be afraid about sharing your personal information on there. And by personal information, I mean, you know, your periods and ovulation and just kind of, you know, all of your bodily functions, that kind of thing. So that's why I think I get along so well with the Flow app, because we both, listen to me, I'm talking about like it's person, but the Flow app and I both have the same idea in our heads of kind of what we want our health life to be like. So one of the biggest reasons why I like this app is because when you first open up your app, you get this big reminder right here that says there's this many days until your period. So as you can see, this says there's 7 days until I'm about to start my period, and the likelihood of me getting pregnant is low. As you guys know, I had a tubal done, so I hope the likelihood is 0, but that is there. And then below that, it kind of has some of the symptoms and the things that I've already logged throughout this day. So for this day, this is how much I slept. I logged that in the morning when I woke up. I put when I fell asleep and when I woke up. Right here is all the steps that I've taken today because it counts all of my steps because I did connect it to my iPhone's health app. And then right here is how far I exercised or ran today, which was 7.2 miles. This says I didn't have sex. This says that I was fairly happy today. And then this says that I've had cravings for food today. So that's what shows up right when you open your home page. Like I said, I logged in some information already throughout the day, so that's why those pop up right there already. And then when you hit this kind of just tells you your health insights, and it gives you just a bunch of like articles written by experts that relate to how you've been feeling that day in case you're curious. Opening up the day to track all your symptoms, you just hit this little plus sign right here and it shows you everything. This is one of the reasons why I really like this app, is because there are so many different things that you can like click or log, or just they think of everything, I swear. So you can log your weight for the day by just touching here and then tell them how much you weigh. Obviously, I'm not really tracking my weight that much. I'm not too worried. Right here is how you track your sleeping. I slept 8 hours and 50 minutes last night. And then you can also track your water intake. I tend to forget about this just because I tend to just drink water throughout the day and not really keep track of how much I'm drinking. Next right here, you can state whether or not you had sex, or whether you didn't have a sex drive, or whether you did have a sex drive, whether you had fun with yourself that day, which there's no shame in that. But this kind of just tracks how you've been feeling sexually. And then you have right here, which is just kind of saying how you feel. I've been happy today. There's all different types of like emotions though that you can do. Then you have right here, and it just kind of has any symptoms that you've been feeling, whether you've had a backache, sore boobs, you know, all of those different things, nausea, headaches, you know, all of that. I wrote that I've had cravings because I've been craving food like no joke today and yesterday. And then right here, it has a place where you can log your discharge, whether it's sticky, egg whitey, whoops, all of those types of things. And that just kind of helps you kind of know in the future what's normal for you and what's not. And then right here, you can add whether or not you've had alcohol, whether you've had any injuries, you know, all of that kind of thing, which would throw off maybe your cycle for that month. And then if there's something that's left out up there, you can log personal notes, and then it's got your physical activity. So you can log what kind of exercise you did, what exercise you didn't do. Like I said, I ran today, and then also logged in how much I ran immediately. It kind of took the information from my Runkeeper app, which I thought was really cool, that was already stored on my phone, and moved it to here. And then it's got a little reminder right here. If you have a medication that you take every day, you can set an alarm right here, and it'll tell you when to take it, and then you can just click it once you take it, and then it will show that you took your medicine, so you don't forget the next day like, oh, did I take that yesterday? Then after you fill out all of that, at the bottom there's a analyze your parameters button, which isn't going to pop up because I already did that for today. And then you just click that, and it will just kind of analyze everything and then throw new insights at you, or things or information at you that relating to how your day went. So I really love all of the different options of what you can log into this app. It's been very helpful for me because there's sometimes where I go month to month where I'm like, wow, why am I having like this weird discharge, you know, and I can look back to, you know, last month and say, okay, that's why, because I must be ovulating right now, or that's okay, I had this last month. There's so many times where I've gone in for my yearly PAP and a doctor's asking me if anything's been out of the usual, and because I don't have the greatest memory when it comes to stuff like this that happens every day, I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong, when maybe there was, or maybe, you know, I need to be more descriptive of what that issue is. So you don't need to have an Apple phone to use this app. Obviously, you can use it on Android, but for me, this is all I know for my phone. It's also great for my husband because he can also keep track of what, you know, my sex drive is throughout the month, because I'm, you know, I'm a human being. Not all the time am I feeling frisky. You know, there's certain times of the month, and I also like that I can really track my moods. And by tracking my moods, I can also know like, okay, did exercise have something to do with that? Did this part of my time of the month have something to do with that? So I've really been enjoying the Flow app and just all the possibilities it has for it. I feel like I haven't even gotten to everything that this app is capable of, which kind of stinks because I love to be able to tell you like every aspect, and I feel like I can't even like share like how awesome it is as a pregnancy app or premenopause or any of that, because since I'm not in those stages of my life anymore. But if you are interested in that type of thing, everything is easily switched by just clicking this button right here, and then you can easily change to pregnancy and all different other types of settings. If you're somebody who also needs a little bit more detailed information of what's been going on with your body, above that pregnancy mode that I just showed you, you can also click graphs, and what it will do is basically tell you everything that's been happening in a graph like over the last month, and kind of your increase and decrease in things. You can have a graph for your weight if you're logging your weight, so you can see kind of when you're higher and when you're lower throughout the month and maybe what's affecting that. My favorite, because as you guys know, I'm really into running right now. I'm training for my half marathon. It's really neat to see when the most running I've done has been. Like, this is where I've been on my period and I didn't do as much running, and then when I'm ovulating, I'm like lots of running. So it's really great to see what affects my training for my half marathon and just me in general. So I'm probably leaving a bunch of like amazing and neat things out on this app and everything that it's capable of, but these are just the things that I really appreciate about this app and what I like using it for. And I feel like when it comes to a review video or just my first impressions video, that's all that matters, is kind of just like why I love it, because that's what you guys are here to hear about, is, you know, the reasons why I like it as a real person, you know, as a consumer. So that's honestly all I have to say about it. This would have to be my favorite health app. Again, I don't want to call it a period app, and I don't want to call it a women's health app, because as you guys know, this is an all-inclusive channel, and I know that not just women, but also, you know, trans have periods and all of that, and whatnot. So I will call this a health app, and I think it's really great. So if you're looking for a health app to track pregnancy, cycles, premenopause, you know, maybe first period, ovulation, any of those things, I highly suggest checking it out. Like I said, it's called Flo, F-L-O. It is free in your apps, which is amazing. Most things like this I feel like always cost like a monthly fee or something like that, or it's free until this point, and I just think it's awesome that the Flo app is just like 100% completely free for you to use, and I have not gotten any type of advertisement for like, oh, buy this to upgrade to that. Like, it's just been a great, just all-encompassing free app for people who are looking for some guidance or tracking in this department. It is one of the highest rated health apps right now for phones and tablets, so I would highly suggest checking it out. Like I said, I love that it connects to everything. So with my exercise, it's tracked. With my steps, it's tracked. Like, all of those things. Like, I don't really pay attention to my steps, but I think it was not yesterday, but the day before that when I ran 5 miles, it said that I stepped over 12,000 steps in a day, because not only did it input my mileage for my run, but it also inputted like throughout the day, which I thought was pretty cool. I have yet to really play with it a bunch on my Apple Watch, but I do have the app on my watch. As you can see, it's loading right now. I can log into my Flo app on my watch, and if I'm wondering when my period is and I don't have my phone on me, and it will say when my period is. 7 days till my period, didn't have sex today, all of that good stuff, and then also has all of my symptoms when I scroll down. So I think that's pretty neat. You can also add your symptoms in on your Apple Watch as well, or your Android watch, whichever one you have. So yeah, I would say the Flo app wins in regards to just easy to use and great interface and continuity between devices. So there you have it. There is my opinion on the Flo app. Again, thank you so much for those of you who suggested. It made the decision to try it myself and to also work with Flo just that much easier. Knowing that you guys enjoyed it as well made me confident in trying it. Hope you guys check it out. If you do, please let me know. I will leave a link and all the information to the Flo app underneath this video. Again, this video is being sponsored by the Flo app, and I am so grateful and thankful. You know, I put a lot of energy into these period / you know, health related content, and it's just really nice to be able to be working with such great companies finally. And yeah, just is really, really nice, and I have you guys to thank for that, so thank you. So if you enjoy videos like this, you know, discovering new apps and health thingies, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. I upload every 2 to 3 times a week about anything and everything. A lot of you guys have marked my channel as a lifestyle channel, which I think that is very fitting because I don't just talk about one thing. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye.